God, stay here for a bit.
Yeah, you never know what that means.
Gonna do that. Gonna do that. Gonna do that. Damn it! I'm about to run out. Oh, that's my last life. This is the last game I can play.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Not my fault.
Shit, I don't remember how many hours I clocked out with yesterday or today. I like to always know. But I do know that I'm gonna have that.
I got too many else scheduled for Wednesday.
Why?
Too many hours.
Oh.
Or too many hours of overtime.
Oh.
Because I'm working Sunday, and that's why.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know how many hours I clocked out with. And I like to know that way I can calculate it. Yeah, I forgot. Now I gotta keep in mind that $18 is coming out for the states. This check's not gonna be the greatest.
Did you pay? Are you paying that $52 on Monday?
On Monday.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale.
I cannot believe I hit that double.
And here we are, the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. It all comes down to this tournament, the Tour Championship, to help us crown the next FedEx Cup champion. Hello, everyone. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novello here at Eastlake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. It has been hosting this championship since 2005. Now, it is time to jump right into the action. Getting set now for the second shot here at the par 4 first. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. So that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of line. Drops for a par. One characteristic that really stands out here at East Lake as we play the final round of the Tour Championship, the par 3s. This is the first of a pretty tough set of par 3s, Frank.
It certainly is, Rich. When you look at some of the players that have won here, Billy Horschel, Tiger Woods, Jim Furyk, Henrik Stenson, they're all great iron players. And you can see that here at the second. Judge the distance, also the change in elevation, and be precise.
214 yards, a tricky par 3. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second.
It's actually a bad shot. Excuse me.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par. Let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
problems there.
And it keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Now to the third hole of par 4 here at East Lake, the final round of the Tour Championship. And Frank, when you look at the scorecard, it reads only 390 yards, so a player might be licking his chops. Where's the danger, though?
Really, you have to look at the hole backwards and find out where the flag is. There's a definitive top tier here, and when that flag's there, you really want a full shot coming in. Plus, this green has a lot of pitch from back to front. The hole does play uphill, so it might be a little more than its 390 yards, but it's very much about the second shot. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Frank, this is a player in full flight.
Two strike lead.
Final round of the Tour Championship at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia, brings us to the 4th hole. And Frank, what are the players facing here?
This is the toughest tee shot they faced so far, Rich, after the sort of soft opening start. This is one where you've got to thread the needle off the tee. You can do that, then the hole sets up nicely, even though it's a fairly long par 4.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. On the green in regulation. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. You mentioned of the previous hole that 440 is no longer considered a long par 4. You have to push him past 500 for it to be considered long these days. So here we are, 520-yard par 4 at the Tour Championship here at East Lake. Well, this looks good.
It certainly is.
Always great to be back in Atlanta, Georgia, at the home course of one of the game's true legends, Bobby Jones, who won 4 Grand Slam events in his memorable 1930 season. We're at East Lake Golf Club. We're getting set for the Tour Championship, one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. We're at the 6th hole here at East Lake as we continue the final round of the Tour Championship and the push for that FedEx Cup prize. And Frank, I always love these shots as a fan, as a commentator. When that ball is airborne over the water, you don't know, is it wet or dry? And you sort of hold your breath. It is a really exciting moment.
Yeah, the player has a little bit of an inkling depending on the strike, but you're right. If you get the wind wrong here and you're a club out, ball can bound through the front, or with a front flag come up short.